it's now generally accepted that we call it the fifth domain of war. So there's land war, water war, air war, space war are the first four domains. The last couple of years, it's universally accepted, I think, now across all major countries, that the fifth domain is cyber war. And all countries, including India and Australia, are massively building up our cyber offensive capabilities as well as our cyber defensive capabilities. The former director of intelligence in the US said just 2 days ago, when someone asked him what's the chance of a major world war between I think they were asking between America and Russia, or it might have been America and China, or it might have been all three. He said he didn't think there would be a major world war in the next 5 years. And then he paused and then he said, oh, of course, except in cyber. That's already happening. We've seen power in the Ukraine been attacked several times and taken down. There have been issues between India and Pakistan, possibly that are a form of warfare going on. We've seen attacks on Estonia a long time ago by the Russians, we believe. We've seen attacks from North Korea on major countries, including America. And the bank attack. So these attacks are happening. Oh, Stuxnet, the famous American attack on the Iranian nuclear processing ability to wipe it out. And then, of course, there's espionage, where military secrets and commercial secrets are being stolen at scale by major countries, by all major countries, from each other. This is a form of economic warfare. So this is clearly happening now. It's cheap. It's the easiest way of carrying out warfare. Humans aren't hurt. Your presence and identity is hidden and cloaked. It's not obvious you're carrying it out. And everything in the world is so insecure. It's a very easy way of attacking. So I think it will continue to grow more and more until we learn how to defend against it. And I think that is many years away from being able to happen. So yes, I believe we are moving from an internet of trust, which is how it was in the last millennia, to an internet now of attack and exploitation. Yes, of course, everyone is faking it. In a way, when you walk down the street, you're faking it. We construct what we look like. It's very hard to be honest and authentic in everything you do. And it's unsafe almost to not fake it a bit on Facebook. You must be aware of how other people would view you. So yeah, of course, it's human to think of the people observing you when you're being observed and to adjust your behavior because of that. So there is a problem that people's behavior on Facebook and social media, individuals' behavior, is a new thing that we yet don't fully understand. And we already see that in Australia. People have said things 10 years ago, and now they're a politician and they're grown up and they're being thrown out because of something they said when they were an adolescent. That wasn't a danger that anyone thought about when they were an adolescent. The dangers of fake news, of knowledge not being respected, of honesty not being respected, of experts not being acknowledged and respected, and of popularity being more important than expertise and quality. These are serious problems for mankind. And I think it's important to realise that Facebook and social media is not only a problem, but it's a great benefit to mankind. And the challenge is, how can we get the value from it? Because it combines the mind of all the people. It allows communication in a way we've never had before. India's power is its people. You have an incredible resource in all your people. To Facebook and social media in a way lets you tap into that and lets everyone have a voice, lets ideas be exchanged. It is, I think, a great benefit to India to have those things. But with that benefit comes great risks that we don't fully understand. So I think it's really important we continue to discuss this. I think it's really important you ask the question. And I think we have to move slowly and carefully and not rashly try and forbid things from happening. Together, just head into this unknown world with wisdom and patience and perhaps a bit of... My main fear is that we don't have enough people that understand cyber. That will presumably be fixed in a generation or two, but in the foreseeable future there is a massive shortfall of knowledge. But there's not built-in reactions. We don't know when you hear a car, you have to pause, you never cross near the intersection, you cross here. We don't have those things for cyber yet. So my biggest fear is because the world doesn't have enough trained people, because cyber education isn't good enough yet and isn't universal enough yet. Cybersecurity is a new field and it's happening all around us now. And we also have a problem that as soon as anyone becomes good at it, there's so much money to be made working in industry that there's a great temptation for all the strong academics to be gobbled up and paid lots of money. One of my students was offered a car as a signing bonus. They gave him a car just for agreeing to work. So there's academics. So there is a gap, but engineering has always had this gap, and the way we solve it as engineers is we have experts teach the student the things they need to know. I think we have this myth that it's all natural talent and it's not something you can learn. And it probably comes from the old days where there wasn't really many ways to learn computing. When it was a new subject, most people doing it, most of the senior and important people now are all self-taught, because computing is for everyone. It is to solve mankind's problems and to help mankind, not just to help one sort of person, but to help everyone. So we need to have everyone at the table and represented and understood when we do it. It's like perfect pitch. You can be born with perfect pitch, but we've discovered that you can be trained and learn perfect pitch. I think for every human, if you're lucky and you're blessed, you have a lot of natural talent when you start. But whether you start with a lot or a little, it's upon us all to work as hard as we can to become trained, to become the best people we can. At the end of the day, it's 90% hard work.